Hello everyone, Mark here again at Stanhope Railway, back with another video for you. This video is part 2 of the layout alterations, and it mainly covers the relaying of the track onto the replacement board for the river, or what the river is going to be on, and obviously the replacement on the extension and the tractor new turntable position, and also just briefly go over a couple of bits of wiring for you as well. So save the waffling, without further ado, we'll get on with the video. Right, hello everyone. So as you can see, I'm about to restart laying some track. I've actually started already, just with a bit of experimentation. So obviously the turntable is temporarily put in its new position. Obviously it's not wired in or fixed in or anything yet. But it's there as a guide. So as I was previously alluded to, you'll have a mainline point here, which is there, and that'll either go off to the main line or it will go off that road straight to the turntable. And obviously we'll come around here and then we'll join on the new board when the track's relayed onto it. So the track there, so it will stay the same. The only thing is, obviously at the moment the mainline track is a bit close to the turntable. There should be clearance there. I don't think I've got any choice in this. It's just going to have to be a compromise as it is, and I'll have to grin and bear it because there's no other way around it due to the size of the Peco turntable, and there isn't really many other options to make a smaller one apart from build your own. And I think the Peco one is easier to motorise as well, so I'm going to obviously stick with that. But what I'm going to do now is strip all the track off of this board and place it on the new board, and I'll get back to you when I've done that. So as you've just seen me do, I've just been pinning the track down. Obviously it's only temporarily pinned down. Obviously they'll take the pins out once I've ballasted the track, but in the meantime they're staying there to act as a guide and keep the track where I want it. So as you can see, the layout is exactly basically as it was before. If you come around obviously from the fiddle yard over there and from the new station here, the track is all the same until you get round to the point there, and then yes, it does curve here like it did before. Well, it went straight before, but now it curves around here and there's a straight. Obviously the turntable's over there and then it goes to the point there. That's obviously the main line, and then obviously from the station you'll be able to go either onto the main line or onto the turntable. Obviously again, the turntable is only temporary. It's not wired in. It's just temporary. Well, just temporary put in the hole. I have actually got a motor for that, so it will be motorised, and I've got a second-hand Gauge Master controller on order to use the power and turn it. So hopefully I'll have good control of it, but that will come later on in another video. once it's wired up. But yeah, so that road, so you can go either way. The curve around here is the best I can get it. Obviously, as you can see, I am rather close to the turntable, but there is clearance there. And okay, yes, it might not be like that in real life, but you're going to have to use a bit of an imagination and modeller's license, because it's the only way I can do it to fit here. Because when I tried to put little curves on the track there, it just wouldn't work. It wasn't going to line up with over here. So I've done it like that. But I think it's quite a smooth flow. Obviously, as you can see, I've saved some of the wires because they need to be saved. And I'll rewire them back in when I get to it. The only wires what I've taken off is the isolating wires. I've cut them off close to the track. Hopefully I can resolder it all back on, because I don't really want to unsolder from the plug, and then I'll be able to have it wired all back in as well from there. So what I need to do now is, let's say, David said he would kindly wire it in for me, so get David to rewire it and reprogram the Arduino. And I also need to draw around the edge of the track, all around the edge of the track where I've relayed it, so that I know where it goes, because obviously I'm going to have to cut across there, because obviously that's a ball joint and it's designed to take apart, so I'll be cutting across there. So the balls can be taken apart, and obviously the track separate. And then once I've drawn all around that the track, I'll be able to draw me river on, which will obviously flow around this way now. I'll throw around there, but as you can see, there's going to be much more space in this area for scenic work, and it'll flow and look much better. And at the moment I'm thinking obviously the road from the dairy track creaming will come around there and go around like that, and over the river, and then round to the station there, or the new station there. So hopefully it'll look okay, but I'll probably get back to you once it's wired in, and I might just do a quick test for you so you can just to see. But obviously where the isolated sections are in, the loco will stop there, and there should be an isolator in there because it's an extra point, but it's not, it's temporarily got melt ones in. So I'm happy with the finish of the track. I'm as happy as I can be with the slightly revised layout for the turntable, or the point, and the mainline track alignment to the new point. I'm now going to sort this siding out. It's okay, obviously, as you can see, you should be able to see from track marks, so it was bent there. It's going to be slightly too short, so I'm going to make it a bit longer, and I'll probably do it straight, but I want to replace it as basically as one piece. So you haven't got the join there, and I'll put an isolated join in there though. So isolated engineer, don't really need it because it's a head shunt, but I might well do it anyway, just to give me a little bit of flexibility that way. And as you can see from the wet look of the ballast there, I'm already soaking that. I'm doing that to obviously try and get the ballast up there, so I can get that bit of track off, and say I'll do it all in one. And it won't come much more, it'll probably come out, a couple of centimetres, somewhere around there, so a little bit longer, because obviously the road here and the dairy cream is going to come around there, so I could curve it back around there, but I'll probably leave it straight, because I may do some alterations to the dairy as well, but that'll come later in another video if I decide to do that. But yeah, so while that's soaking, I'll let it soak in, and then get back to you once I've lifted the track up and put the new piece in. So as you can see, the track for the head shunt has now been relayed. Obviously it's all weathered up as well, and some rust wash on the insides of the rails as well. Let's show you that. Obviously, as you can see, there's a couple of wires sticking up. It's not soldered back in yet. When I desoldered before, it didn't come off quite right, and that one ended up with a bit off of it. So I've got to rework the wires. I'll probably have to drill another couple of holes and move them and fill that in. And the only other thing I've done as well is resoldering the controller changeover switch, so I can use either the controller to stand over, the original controller, which is obviously that one, or the controller on the other side of the layout, which was done for New Station. So yeah, that's it, it's all done, bar a couple of tidying up jobs underneath I've got to do. And the next stage will be taking this baseboard, complete baseboard, to my brother David, so he can do a couple of bits of wiring for me because of the alterations, and then he's got to reprogram the Arduino which controls the signalling sort of thing. And then once that's done, hopefully I will be able to run trains again, or at least on these two boards, because obviously this board I've got to rewire back in as well, but I'm not doing that until I cut the river shape out. But yeah, other than that, that's all done. So I think that'll be it for this video, and then you'll see more progress hopefully in the next video with it all wired back in and the tracks on there and wired back in the river cut out. Well, I do hope you enjoyed that video, everybody. And if you did like it, please do consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, so for some more content similar to that, and obviously the other bits to do as well. And obviously don't forget to hit the old like thumbs up button as well for me. That I do appreciate that, because as I say, that does help the channel as well. And keep an eye out for any updates on the Facebook page. That's the Standard Model Railway Facebook page, and obviously in the community post. I'll try and keep you all updated in the meantime before the next video. But other than that, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.